work late.
So anyway, if you're interested,
Yeah, I'll
I
tell
can
Stacy. I
fill it
know
out.
it'll be around for like a couple months, but I'll let Stacy. Yeah, I'll ask Stacy.
Okay.
Namanda, 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 namanda. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Pets Memorial. And so this is a wonderful service that we get to remember and honor our pets. And so let me pull up the list. Wow. Okay, so I'd like to read our list of pets. And so the new pets, the first time they're being recognized, are Moose and Sequoia, Scout, Yoda, and Blackberry. And then I'm going to read the names of all the other ones. Chang and Eng, Sadie, Sapphire, Luna, and Kismet, Hana and Mr. D, Lola and Tweety, JT, Buttons, Yuki, Hana, and Hime, Kalani and Sadie, Laura, Heidi and Chloe, Rajabelle, Harry, and Kuzu, Rosie, Scooter, Chuck, and Midge, Zoe, Seymour, and Franny, Smokey and Baby, Ashley and Muffy, Molly, Bruno, Lulu, Buffy and Twinkle Buffin, Adrian the Fish, Yuki, Pancho, Canyon, Kyla, Kiku, and Skippy, Toby, Yuki-chan, Sunshine and Hime, Kitty, Dorothy, Susie Q, Eddie, Jimmy 1, Jimmy 2, Jimmy 3, Jimmy 4, Bruce, and Poi Poi, Jake, Roshan, Sam, Ralph, Stosh, Mike, Spike, Kitten, and Squeaker, Sachi, Baby, She-Dog, Bigby, or Bibgy, Carlotta, Mohawk, Koro, Holly, Pooh, Kuma, JJ, Snoopy, Prince, and Maymay, Poki-chan, Prince Kimo 7 and Princess Taiko, Dylan T, Gil, Kayla, Snow White, Googles, and Digby, Coco, Snoop Frog, Komori Kitty, Sandy, aka Niji, Bernie, Shelty, Corbu, Ella, and Sunny D, Murphy, Pico, Sammy Cat, and Olay, Stutz Bearcat, Buddy and Gizmo, Fishy and Quincy, Pepper, Seth, Tobby, Mocha, Kona, Vicky and Kuma, Mika, Goldie, Kiwi, Fishy, and Milo, Sweetie Girl and Gizmo, Kino, Coco, Chibi and Vegas, Mac and Kitty Kitty, Cisco, Shadow, Coco, KG Usagi, Juba, Mary Jane, and Sarah Lee, Pippin, Sunny, and Kona. Okay, so that's our list. That's a lot. Yeah, we're going to talk about that later. Let me do this. So next, let's do Sutra chanting. And today, what we want to chant is Juseige, and it's on page 23 in the small book and page 93 in the big purple book. Namanda, 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 namanda. Oh, let's do this one. Gagon chosegan Hishimu jodo Shigan fumanzok Seifu joshogak Gaomun yoko Fui dai seshu Fui 最小便具政府の小学が史上仏道妙所長実法苦境未所門政府上小学利欲人少年上映主凡行しぐむ浄土一生天人心人力現代公不正無才道少女三苦妙交際主役難会費知恵言滅死根も安閉塞小悪道通達全宗門高僧上満足いよろ実法日月主樹期天候普賢一種解放像公正苦毒法上大集中説法ししく供養一切仏具足主徳本元年出上満徳意三害用如仏無下知通達未不詳願学エリク投資最小尊志願や国家大戦を感動国書天人と珍妙形ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがんにしく毒平等性祭道本菩提心往生 Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, namanda, namanda. Okay, next, let's sing a Gatha. And our Gatha is going to be Buddha Loves You. And it's on page 39 in the small book. Oops, wrong video. Okay. Ready? Fly, fly, little bird. Buddha loves you, little bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Run, run, little pup. Buddha loves you, little pup. Wow, 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 wow. Don't cry, pussycat. Buddha loves you, pussycat. Mew, 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 mew. Swim, swim, little fish. Buddha loves you, little fish. Yay. Okay, next let's recite the Golden Chain. And the Golden Chain is on page 15 in the Big Purple Book. Golden Chain 2. I am a link in the Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, namanda. Okay. Next, I'd like to deliver the Dharma message for our Pets Memorial. You might have seen the cards, so we got all the cards out here. So it's our 2025 Pets Memorial. And I think the way we normally think about it, it's a memorial for the late pets of Buddhist Church of Oakland, right? And that's just kind of how we think of it. I read the list of names. That's pets from decades back, I'm sure, right? But maybe there's another way we could think about it. Oh, actually, I counted. Did you see? How many pet names do you think are on there? Oh, you saw it. Yeah, 154. That's good. You're watching. So we have that was 154 names that I read. I was counting them this morning, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got up to 50. I'm like, I hope I don't lose track. I hope I don't lose 56, 57, 58, and it kept going, kept going. So 154 pets that we're memorializing today. But I thought maybe we could go kind of pull back a little bit. How about a memorial for the late pets of all of Oakland, the whole city, not just us, right? But all of Oakland. And I thought, well, let's not stop there. How about a memorial for all the animals that have passed away in Oakland? Okay, so we pull back even more, not just pets, but all the animals in Oakland. But then I'm going to go back way further. Memorial for all sentient beings. Sentient beings basically just means beings, any living thing, right? There's actually a BCA temple that did that. The minister didn't like the idea of pets, and so they thought, no, why are we only focusing on them? Let's think about all sentient beings. So that's kind of cool, but it's kind of too much, right? It's like, it's not pets, and I'm not going to count them either, right? So So let's back up, go back to Memorial for all the animals that have passed away in Oakland. And so I wanted to share just a little bit. Do you remember this one? Does that look familiar? Yes. Okay, here's another one. Right? And one more. Okay, so that's Misty, right? The cat that we adopted. And then these are the other two. This happened last August after Obon, our Obon festival. The waste management didn't pick up the dumpster for a week. They just left it there. And that was with all the food from Bazaar, like sitting there, like rotting, you know? So all the cats moved in. That's why these cats were here, because they had a questionable but a food source, right? So even Misty, we saw her dumpster diving, right? We saw her going into the dumpster and eating stuff out there, right? So because of that error of leaving the dumpster there, all these cats moved in. But this one, Misty, so that's what she looked like when she let me get close to her, right? She was not running away, so we started feeding her. So that's what she used to look like, and then that's what she looked like when we took her home. She looked still like a kitten then. She was emaciated. You put your hand at her belly, and there's nothing in there. It keeps going. Your hand keeps going up because she'd been starving on the streets, right? So we adopted her. We had no plans of getting a cat again, but we decided to get her. Here's a more recent picture. There she is. She's having a good time. So she, I think, lives a pretty cushy life now, right? Here's another one. This is one of my favorites. Oh, this is a good one, right? But there she is. I think she's kind of, that's old picture. These are new pictures. So she's filled out a lot, and very happy, very healthy, right? Okay, here's my favorite picture, I think. Ba-boom. She thinks she's a human. Ready? Maneki neko. Isn't that funny? She started sitting up, right? And then going like this, hey, hey, right? So I think she's not saying come in, she's saying play with me, pet me, feed me, right? Yeah, feed me is probably the main one, right? So we're really lucky to have her. We just couldn't leave her out on the street, right? Or out in the parking lot. And so we adopted her. But sometimes I think about these kitties, right, that we were not able to rescue. So we rescued one of them, but I think about this one. Remember this? So that kitty is cute, the tuxedo, and then the other little one too. So there were 3 cats, and we could only save one, right? And yet we just felt moved to do so, right? Logically, we shouldn't have done it. I don't know how much money I've spent, right? I don't know, we can't go, we have no freedom anymore. You can't just go do what you want. You have to think of the cat. I got a bubbler water thing for her. I got an automatic feeder for her so that she gets food even when we're not there. But this is one of my favorite cartoons called Mutts. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's in the Chronicle. I actually subscribed online, so I get the Mutts comic every morning in my email. It's one of my favorite comics. I started reading it back in the 90s when I was a student at IBS. It's written by Patrick McDonnell, and so I really like this image. Saving the world one kitty at a time, right? And so even though I couldn't save all the kitties last August, right, I was able, fortunately, to save one, Misty, right? And she became our kitty. And this is what I like. This is what Patrick McDonnell says about this image. This image reminds us that even the smallest acts of compassion can create powerful ripple effects. When we help just one creature, we help make the whole world, a little kinder. Right? So sometimes, like we read the golden chain, and it says, I will protect all who are weaker than myself. And I feel like I can't do that, and yet that's a goal, right? That's kind of an ideal that I can think about. Right? So even if I can't help every kitty, I was able to help one. And maybe if I, places like Cat Town, or, there's dog rescues, Hop-Along Rescue, not just cats and dogs, bunnies, and we had all kinds of animals and our pets, right? So all kinds of animals. There are organizations that try and help, so we can maybe help a little bit by helping them too. I'm going to say this, empathy is not a weakness. Empathy is not a weakness. Empathy is when you feel what others are feeling. Right? Sympathy, you see someone sad and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel really bad for you. Empathy, you see someone sad and you feel sad. You see someone suffering and you feel it, right? So that you may be moved to help. Not all the time, and yet that's one of our values in Buddhism. We call it compassion, but I think empathy is a really good, another word, synonym for compassion, right? This empathy of feeling the pain and suffering of others. We also have sympathetic joy. Buddhism talks about that too, right? So when others are happy, instead of feeling jealous and wanting to knock someone down when you see them happy, instead it's like, wow, you're happy, that's so great, right? And this sympathetic joy, sympathy, right? It's kind of like strings. I don't have my bass here, but if I rang one string but left the others and then stopped that one string, the others would still be vibrating. Sympathetic vibrations. They pick up on the vibrations of the other ones. And similarly, when we see someone sad, maybe it makes we feel sad too. If we see someone happy, maybe we feel happy too for them. Right? So I'm going to say it again. Empathy is not a weakness. It's actually, I think, a fundamental part of Buddhism. So I think pets really give us a whole range of experiences. Right? Fun. I love playing with my cat, with Misty. We got all these mice, little catnip mice. We got string. We got this bouncy thing on the rod. We got a rod that was actually the toy of Kismet, and maybe even back to Luna. It's still got the same cloth. Miss Maya gave it to us, and we're still using it. It's still the same nasty little piece of cloth that they've been drooling all over, but they love it, right? And so cats and pets can be a lot of fun, but they can also bring us worry and sadness, right? When they get sick or when they pass away, right? Sometimes it makes us really sad. But I think that's part of life. We do that with our family too, right? And we feel sad and we have worry because we care about them. Having someone to care about, I think, is really special. Right? It seems maybe we take it for granted, but I think there are a lot of lonely people out there that don't have anyone to care for. Right? And so even though you might think, I don't want my pet to get sick, I don't want my pet to die, actually, they're giving you this experience. They're giving you this opportunity to care for them, right? And to feel this sympathy and maybe even empathy. Sometimes they can even bring anger and frustration. Sometimes I want to play with Misty and she's like, yeah, let's play, woohoo, and we're playing. Other times it's like, come on, Misty, come on, play. And she's like, come on, Misty, come on, let's play. And she just stares at me. Yeah, maybe she's like, I want food. I don't want to play right now. Right? So sometimes she's not in the mood. Oh, another thing she likes to do is scratch the furniture. Another thing she likes to do is, huh? She's got a scratching pad. She's got all kinds of scratchy places. And her favorite scratchy things are the furniture. And not only the furniture, she also scratches the door. So in the middle of the night, you're sitting here and you hear this boom, and she like goes up on the door and scratches down it, and it slams into the wall. So in the middle of the night, Misty, stop it, right? And yet, right, it's part of our relationship, right? But they also give us a chance for love and caring. And I think, I don't know. No, I think Misty loves me. Maybe I'm just like a utility thing. I'm not sure. But she trusts us, I know. I can really tell that she trusts us in a way she doesn't trust a lot of other people. But then also for me, this chance to love her, this chance to care for her, I think is really, really special. I want to just bring this up. Eco-Sangha. I still think of us as an eco-Sangha. We haven't been pushing it so much lately, but to realize, right, that, okay, here we are with all these animals. We're also here in this world, this incredible planet of ours, right? We don't get to go to another one. We can't use this one up and be like, we're going to go somewhere else. I know some people seem to think that, oh, we're going to colonize Mars. I don't think it's going to happen. It's like impossible with the technology we have now. So we got to take care of this Earth. We have to take care of our planet. And I'm calling this our Dharma family, right? And it's a family of human beings. It's a family of all living things, right, that we live on this planet. So this idea of eco-Sangha, again, maybe just a little bit at a time, but we can try not to be wasteful, right? Try not to use up the resources of the earth. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to understand what's going on, right? Because there's a lot of misinformation and there's a lot of different opinions. But I hope that we can keep this idea of eco-sangha. Some of the rules are going to change, actually, in Oakland for what we can compost and what we can, that kind of thing. So some of our members have gone to a special training to find out some of the new rules that we're going to have in Oakland. So like our current compostable cups are actually not compostable in Oakland. Our forks and stuff say compostable on it, not in Oakland. So we're going to have to look for other alternatives. But that's part of being an eco-sangha, right? Not just ignoring that stuff, not just taking everything for granted, but trying to do the best we can to care for our earth. So I feel like we find ourselves in an interconnected web of life. The pets here are a huge part of that. Even though they've passed, I think we still think about them. They're still part of who we are, right? They're still having an impact on us if we had them when we were younger, and who we are now is partly because of these pets that we're memorializing, right? And it's not only our pets, it's all these animals here in Oakland. Have you seen the birds? I really like the black-crowned heron, I think it's called. It's the bird of Oakland, and they're flying around. They have kind of interesting voices that people don't seem to like so much. But I love seeing them around. Sometimes you see them just sitting, and they got this cool thing on their head, you know. I'm never going to have one as a pet, but that's okay. Pets are only one way to interact with animals. We can also appreciate all the birds. Even, can we appreciate the rats? Usually we don't, but hey, they're living beings too, right? Mice, rats, snakes, skunks, scorpions, all different kinds of animals, right? But they're all living things and all part of this interconnected web of life. So, thank you, pets. Thank you, animals, my teachers. Right? I really feel like pets, maybe especially, they're someone to care for, but they're also teaching me so much. So, let's conclude the Dharma Talk for our Pets Memorial with Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Okay. Next up, announcements.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Nice to have everyone here today. Welcome to the Buddhist Church of Oakland. My name is Robert, and I'll be going over a couple of announcements, but I guess before we start, I know we have a couple of visitors and guests here today. Can they be introduced by our host greeter? Yes.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Claudia and Genghis. They met some of our Sangha members when they went to the Kitsukoi film screening, and so we're really happy to have you join us today.
Oh, welcome. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yes, please.
This is my dear friend Ines, who is visiting. She's also Bill and Daniel's elementary school teacher.
Oh, great. Well, thank you very much. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. I'd like to thank Reverend Bridge, our resident minister, for his Dharma talk and officiating today's Pets Memorial Service. Steve Chitasaki for playing the organ. Our host 3 group downstairs providing hospitality for us, those of us here at the church today. And our Zoom group taking care of our online presentation and YouTube broadcast downstairs in our main control room and studio. Coming up next Sunday is April 20th, and Reverend Bridge is going to be out of town next week. So we're going to have Dharma Family Service with Reverend Brian Gatha as our guest next Sunday at 10 a.m. We're in the midst of trying to schedule our next Dharma chat, so stay tuned for that. And our next study class, actually, we had our study class yesterday, and we had a really nice group and a really nice conversation and discussion about a recipe for enlightenment. So if you weren't here, you missed it, but we hope you'll join us for the next one on Saturday, May 10th from 1 to 3 p.m. Okay. Our trip to the stupa, the Buddhist Church of San Francisco stupa, will be on Sunday, April 27th, which is 2 weeks from today. So if you haven't signed up, we have over 20 people going already. So if you'd like to sign up, please go on the website and sign up. There's an easy way to sign up. There's a link there to just take your information or see me or talk to someone in the office. Okay? If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Our next special service will be our Gotanye Fujimatsuri service, which is basically Shinran Shonin's birthday. That'll be Sunday, May 18th. And we'll have a Dharma school service, followed by an adult service and a lunch, otoki lunch that day. And our speaker will be Mushim Ikeda, who's a good friend of the temple. She's been here before, and she's a wonderful speaker, so we hope you'll join us for that. Our BCO Dharma school merchandise is available. As you can see, we have a t-shirt, blue t-shirt, Buddhist Church of Oakland Dharma School for $25. I see a couple people wearing them today too, so it's nice to see. So if you have any questions about that, see the Dharma School people for that. Next Saturday is our Bento fundraiser. Be Saturday, April 19th. Well, first off, the deadline for orders is this Wednesday. So if you haven't ordered yours yet, please do so. They're $5 a piece for salmon bento. And the second thing is we need help prepping and putting them together and getting them ready for distribution on Saturday. So we do need help Friday morning at 8, if you're able to, and Saturday morning, we'll be prepping Friday morning at 8 and doing cooking and assembling Saturday starting at 7, okay? If you're available, please come out and help. You don't need to sign up or do anything, just show up if you can, when you can, and we'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions about that, talk to John Takagaki downstairs. And that's all I have. Thank you very much for supporting the Buddhist Church of Oakland. We take donations of any kind, whether it be here at the temple or through our PayPal portal. So with that, thank you very much. I'll give it back to Sensei.
Okay, thank you, Robert. This will conclude our Dharma School Pets Memorial Service. And so we're going to end the service here, and then we're going to have the Shotsuki, April Shotsuki monthly memorial starting at 11. So people are welcome to attend that. But we're going to take a break for now. And so, Gatha, farewell. Let's sing farewell. And that is on page 45 in the small purple book. Dharma School service is over, as you can kind of add the brackets. Dharma School is over for another day. Let us gather round the shrine, bow our heads and say, "Teacher, for your help, Buddha's love will keep us safe till our work is done. So we'll meet again next week. Won't you take good care? Let us try to do what's right, always kind and fair. We shall spread the happiness faith in Buddha brings. Now it's time to say goodbye till we meet again. Namu Amida Butsu, sing this fine refrain. Namu Amida Butsu, sunny day or rain. Namu Amida Butsu, strong in faith remain. Namu Amida Butsu, till we meet again. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida. Okay, thank you everyone. That will conclude our service. Dharma School students can go to the social hall and then on to your classes, and you can come up and offer incense if you had not had a chance to already. And we'll be back at 11 o'clock for the April Shotsky monthly memorial and adult Dharma service.